for where you can get wealth of gaga and jobs, emirimu. The addresses are 4. Sector 1 is where I was born. This is agriculture. I was born as a traditional cattle keeper, but when I got education, I graduated from looking after cows for food, for my own home food, for subsistence. I started looking after cows for food, yes, but also for money. So that sector, for people who have woken up, is both a food source, but also a money source. Commercial agriculture. That is sector 1. And that sector is very, very important because I have not had anybody eating computers. I'm told that people are still eating food. So I will be in business for a long time, as long as people eat food. I will be in business for a long time. So that is sector 1. Sector 1 of wealth and jobs. Sector 2 is industry. Industry, factories. Factories, big and small. Those factories create jobs, but they are also wealth for the owners. The factories are normally to add value to natural resources or to make even products of the brain. The third sector is services. Services like hotels, border. Border doesn't produce a bag of sweet potatoes for somebody to eat, but he carries you in very risky conditions from one part of Kampala to another part. If you arrive without dying, then he has rendered you a service. If you die, then the service has gone sour. So that is the third sector. Now, this sector is really like a hybrid sector because it is both a service, but also a maker of products. It combines both because what we are, all these applications you are talking about provide service for this, service for that, service for that. But it all for here. That's why they call it forward head. Forward head. Forward head meaning front of head or something like that. But you people who speak our languages, you know very well that there is one word for here, which has nothing to do with head, has nothing to do with... It's called obuso in one of the dialects, obuso. And for this part, the Europeans, the English didn't even attempt, they just gave up. This part here. At least here they tried, they described forward head, front of head. This one here, they gave up completely. But you know what we call it? Nkomo. It has nothing to do with the head, nothing to do with the man, nothing to do with the people. It's just one word. If you say Nkomo, it means this pointed part of the human body. So similarly, when it comes to business, the English don't have enough words. Like what you are struggling with here, because I was listening. You've been struggling, the minister was struggling, my daughter from Silicon Valley was struggling. But there are words in one of your languages, emicheno, omcheno, not omcheno. If you say omcheno, double E, then the meaning changes. But omcheno means a need that is not solved by default. There is a need which could be solved, but because nobody has bothered to solve it, it remains a problem to society. So as they were saying, although they didn't have the word, I was saying, Bambi, Tabarna Chigambo, they are looking for a word, because they say customer care, customer, I don't know what. But the word is emicheno, plural. Omicheno, one. Omicheno is that need which needs to be solved. Societal need or individual need. So therefore, businesses are there to solve emicheno of people. This omicheno, transport. Now, the other person who has assembled information about real estate, the one I think is the one who spoke first, that one has solved our mcheno of knowledge, of information. He has solved it and put it together. So if you want to know which property to buy, at what price, and how reliable is it, you go to him. So Africans slept long ago. In French, they say, beaucoup dormir. Okwebakira ddala. And in Busoga, we've got a village called Lambara. That means where people are asleep. So you people here, you seem to be waking up. And our young daughter from California has been here. I have actually met her. She came some years ago and very sharp, and was able to identify that there is a lot of emicheno, because Africa is a continent of emicheno. Yeah. And that's why there are plenty of opportunities. Because where there are emicheno, that's where there is business opportunity. Where the emicheno are less, the business opportunities are restricted, because what will you solve? Most of the problems are already solved. So what will you solve? But here, everything needs a solution. This one needs a solution. This one needs. So you are in the right place at the right time. And as you said, we anticipated your issues. Many years ago, I worked with the Chinese, and we built the ICT backbone, the underground cable, which can take all the data and all the words Before that, information was going through the satellite. But satellite was very expensive. I think something would cost like $600 or something like that per something. But when we built the underground cable, the ICT backbone, that problem was solved. Then there was a gap between the ICT backbone and the sea, under the sea. We didn't have the undersea cable. The undersea cable was by passengers, was coming from Asia, going through Eden and the Red Sea. But your company, UTL, and some other people invested in the undersea cable. So we have now got undersea cable from Mombasa going north, and I think also going south to Cape Town. I think we also have undersea cable there. So that problem is now solved. The one of the highway for this information is now there. So that's correct that what we are doing now is to wake up and look for answers to your people's numerous needs, numerous micheno. And it so happens that once you solve a micheno, you create wealth for yourself, but you also create jobs for others. So I'm very happy to be here. And what I was telling you is that, what I've been telling you, using and making. Yes, it's good that you wake up and learn how to use machines, gadgets developed by others. But it's good that you also learn how to make your own. That's the challenge I've been telling you. In the army, they set up some military industry somewhere where they were making bullets. But the bullets they were making, they were getting powder from China, getting brass from somewhere else, and simply putting them together. And they called this railway industries. I said, okay, that's good. It's better than nothing. But why do you have to use imported gunpowder from China? Gunpowder is from cotton. It's nitrocellulose. You apply nitric acid to cellulose and you make gunpowder. Why don't you make it? So they seem to have woken up now, and they are going to make gunpowder. And even so, the moment you do all that, you are secure. You do whatever you want to do. But it's correct, it is good to start with the assembling. If you can assemble and use other people's gadgets to solve omcheno for now, and in the process you get some money, then later on you can go deeper and go into making. So when innovations, that person, that group who have made a scanner, a scanner to look at the fetus in the womb, and they are making it at $2,000. I think that is the man there. They are making it at $2,000, and apparently the imported ones are $20,000. So you can see the Okwebaka, Lambara. So, saving money, instead of spending $20,000 to equip a health center, you can now spend $2,000. But in the process, you also create jobs for that man and the people who are working with him. By importing that scar. Oh, they said 2,000 was for the ATM machine. For the ATM machine. The scanner, they didn't give me the price. Oh, the scanner is $400. No. The scanner is $80. The international one is $400. It is the ATM machine is the one which is this Katwe one, the one of Katwe, is $2,000. The imported one is $20,000. So you can see how much money. This is hemorrhage, really. Hemorrhage of resources and jobs. The young lady from California gave you very good advice. You, the Ugandans. You were saying that, and this one I know very well. It was as if she has captured what is always in my head. She was telling you that life is like marathon. She was speaking in her American English, you may have missed it. That life is like marathon. It's not sprinting. Sprint is when you run 100 meters. Quick, but you don't go far. But life is long distance. So you need to move at a slower speed, but persist. That's when you will get results. And I know this very well because that's exactly what the NRM did. We are not sprinters. We don't run 100 meters and start panting and sit down. No, we run as long as it takes until we get what we want. That is the NRM. And that's what she was telling you, that succeed has come in with very good, those pillars are very good, the 4 pillars she talked about. I hope you got them, Navakova. This 50 billion shillings, which is being squandered on buying foreign solutions, must be spent on these people here. By order, not by persuasion or pleading. No. They must. You tell me what is needed to be done. Minister Nabakova of these solutions. Secondly, the outgoing minister talked about mandatory use of online procurement. Our Lord's Prayer says, "Thou shalt not lead us in temptation, but deliver us from evil." So all these people should stop meeting, what do you call these, tenderers, those who are pushing tenders. We are going to make it an offense to meet. What are you discussing? Kiteke ku kyuma wano. Byemutesa byonna mubiteeke ku byuma. Very good idea. Mandatory use of online so that everything is traceable. The 13 billion which we gave you was Endozo. You can now hear how rich your language is. What do you call Endozo in English? Endozo, mwabazungu mumbulire. Mwabazungu abadugavu muntegezi. Endozo mugiyita mutya mu lulimi lwammwe? What? Sample. I know your taster. I even had some people calling it teaser, that it is teaser. No, Endozo, you cannot easily translate it into the European languages. I don't know French, maybe French they may have, but English, which I studied very well, they don't have many of the words. At Ntungamo, my place, if you did, some of the people didn't want to buy the local beer, and he would find these women there sitting with their local beer, and then he would say, "Mundozeho, you let me first." So he tests here, "Oh, this is not good," until he has finished all the. And he says, "No, all this beer is bad." When the man is already drunk. So, this 13 billion was just Endozo. If you show that you are using it very well, we shall get more money. That's not a problem. Because we have been spending a total of something like 500 billion shillings a year. If you look at the NADs, look at the Women Fund, the Youth Fund, microfinance, the total is something like 600 billion. So how can we have money to promote Nyanya and Mbizi and all those things, and we don't have money to promote scanners? How? What sort of economics is that? Once you show that you can use it, we shall get the money. So I'm very happy to be here. I can see that you are beginning to wake up. That's what the problem in Africa. People were asleep. Even after independence, people were not serious, but it seems the new generation, and as our daughter from California was saying, the NRM has been telling you, and that's how, and you got education, you are all educated, I think that's why she says that Uganda and Tunisia and another one, 3 of them, Egypt, people seem to be waking up. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, with the permission of the PS, we request you to sign and autograph the ICT Innovations Expo launch by you as our chief guest, Your Excellency, Mr. PS.